The deafening screech of tires ripping through the night was followed by a sickening thud. Rick slammed on the brakes, his heart hammering against his ribs. His headlights illuminated a small, unmoving form in the middle of the road. Dread washed over him as he stumbled out of the car. It was Buster, his wife's terrier, lying lifeless on the asphalt. Rick's breath caught in his throat. He couldn't leave Buster there. On the cold, desolate highway, he gently picked up the dog's lifeless body, the soft fur matted with blood. His mind raced, telling his wife would crush her. He had to do this quietly, make it disappear. The woods across the road seemed to beckon him, the darkness promising a quick and silent solution. He carefully laid Buster on the passenger seat, the dog's silence deafening in the enclosed space. Each ragged breath Rick took felt like a nail hammered into the coffin of his guilt. The air in the woods was thick with the smell of damp earth and decaying leaves. Rick, armed with a shovel from his trunk, ventured deeper into the woods, Buster cradled in his arms. The silence was broken only by the rustling of leaves under his feet and the frantic thumping of his own heart. He found a small clearing bathed in the pale light of the moon. His hands, slick with sweat and fear, struggled to grip the shovel. Every rustle in the undergrowth sounded like an accusation. Every shadow seemed to twist into the shape of his wife's grief-stricken face. The earth was harder than he expected, each thrust of the shovel a jarring reminder of the weight of his deceit. He dug deeper, the hole becoming a dark and silent abyss, mirroring the growing pit of fear in his stomach. He just wanted this to be over, to erase the night's events and the terrible secret he now carried. The hole was finally deep enough. Rick gently laid Buster down, the dog's lifeless eyes staring up at the sliver of moon visible through the canopy. As he started to fill the grave, a choked sob escaped his lips. It wasn't just guilt he felt, but a strange sense of relief, of a burden shared with the silent earth. He worked quickly, shoveling the dirt back into the hole, erasing the evidence of the night's tragedy. He would tell his wife in the morning, concoct a story about Buster escaping the yard. But for now, the woods held his secret, a secret that felt heavier than he could have ever imagined. His task complete, he stood over the unmarked grave, the silence of the woods pressing in on him. He should leave, but a strange compulsion kept him rooted to the spot. It was as if the woods themselves were whispering a new secret, a darker truth hidden beneath the layers of leaves and dirt. As he turned to leave, his foot snagged on something half buried in the undergrowth. Bending down, heart pounding in his chest, he brushed away the dirt. It was a woman's purse, its leather worn and scratched. He recognized it instantly. It belonged to his wife. Panic seized him. He frantically dug through the purse, his blood running cold as his fingers brushed against a familiar object, his wife's phone. He fumbled to unlock it, the screen illuminating his face with its pale light. A single text message filled the screen. "Leaving you, Rick. I can't take it anymore." The truth hit him like a physical blow. His wife wasn't missing, she wasn't coming back, and the grave he had just dug. He whirled around, staring at the freshly turned earth. This wasn't Buster's final resting place. It was meant for him. Rick didn't scream. He didn't run. He simply stood there, the weight of his wife's betrayal and the cold, hard earth beneath his feet, anchoring him to the spot. He had become the gravedigger, but not in the way he had ever imagined. He was trapped in a nightmare of his own making, a twisted tale whispered by the silent, watchful woods. He picked up the shovel. He had one more grave to dig, and this time he knew exactly who it was for. Please like and subscribe to our channel for more twisted tales and thrilling stories.